So I saw the Spider-Man Homecoming movie this past Friday night. These are my thoughts on it. So if you haven't seen the movie yet, you don't want to know nothing about the movie, just don't watch the video, because I will talk about certain things that happen in the movie. All right. What I liked about it the most was they kept Peter Parker as the Peter Parker that was in high school, rather than he was in high school then jump forward to adulthood. So it's kind of cool to see him develop his character develop as a teenager. Even though he's already Spider-Man in this movie, it kind of how do you say, goes a little more in depth on how he, I don't know, self-discovers himself. Um, Especially in that one scene. If you've seen the movie, you know which scene it is, where he's buried by, I think it was a roof. He was talking to Vulture, and his little wing thing cut up these pillars, and the roof came down on Parker. And he's freaking out, as I would freak out too. And you kind of feel sorry for him, because after all, it's just a 15-year-old, and he kind of has that moment where he realized, hey, you know what, I am Spider-Man. He goes back to remembering what Tony Stark had told him about the suit, which, if you've seen the trailer, then you've seen that scene where he tells him that he tells Tony, I'm nothing without the suit. Tony tells him, if you're nothing without the suit, you don't deserve a suit. So he has a little self-realization there that he doesn't really need a suit. He is Spider-Man. His friend, I think his name was Ned. Ned was funny. I really liked him. I liked they didn't keep Iron Man too much in the movie. He was in bits and pieces, but he really wasn't like a huge part of the movie. He was kind of there, so that's cool. Michael Keaton as the Vulture was awesome. I liked it. But then again, I think he's a great actor, so I think he nailed this role. Chalker was in it. Well, the first guy was Chalker. He gets killed by accident. Michael Keaton fries him, or I don't know what, with some laser gun that he thought was an anti-gravity gun. Then he kind of tosses I'm not sure what you call it, the little blaster thing, to the other guy. Tells him he's Chalker. So Chalker's involvement in the movie, it was alright. I kind of was expecting a little more when I learned that he was in it, but it is what it is. They introduced Matt Gargan, and if you follow the comics, or if you watched the 90s animated series, you knew who Matt Gargan was, the Scorpion. And he only shows up for one scene, though. So it's just like a quick, hey, that's Matt Gargan. You can't see him. He's played by, I'm not familiar with the actor's name, but I know him as Tuco's cousin. If you watch Better Call Saul, he's Tuco's cousin. But he's in it for one scene. He gets launched off the boat that they're on. And he shows up at the post-credit scene as well. So I'm pretty sure that's who's going to be in the next Spider-Man movie, which I'm cool with. It'd be kind of cool to see the Scorpion in the MCU, Marvel Cinematic Universe. Well, that's my thoughts on it. I liked it a lot. Probably a little bit more than the other Spider-Man movies. I did like Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker. Didn't like him as Spider-Man. I liked that Andrew Garfield, or whatever his last name is. I liked him as Spider-Man. I didn't like him as Peter Parker. Him as Peter Parker, he kind of reminded me of that Twilight kid from the Twilight movies, the sparkly vampire one. But Tom Holland, I like him as Peter. Plus, he looks like a kid, so that helps. And overall, the movie was fun. It was fun, and they didn't focus on a love story. The other Spider-Man movies always had that damsel in distress. Villains come after her. Spider-Man goes running to save the day. There was a love interest. He had a crush on this one girl, but they kept that at that. He kind of has a crush on this girl in school, senior, but there wasn't a huge part of the movie. It was just kind of there, so they didn't focus a lot on that, like they with Mary Jane and with Gwen Stacy. So I really like that too. Towards the end of the movie, Stark wants to recruit. He pretty much tells Peter, you're an Avenger. You got a spot here, and you got a new suit and everything. He shows him the suit, and I thought the suit looked alright. Not sure what Spider-Man suit that is, but he declines it. Stark still lets him keep the Spider-Man costume that he gave him. Um, so I'm assuming we might see that. I think it might be the Iron Spider outfit. I don't know. It looked weird. But I'm sure it might be in the Infinity Wars movie. So, well, those are my thoughts. I mean, it wasn't. It was more kid friendly than all the other movies, and well, I like kid movies. I love all those cartoons and Pixar and all that, so I liked it. I really enjoyed it. So, if you already saw it, I mean, what are your thoughts on it? Did you like it? What did you like? What didn't you like? Um, what would you have liked to have seen? Honestly, I would have liked to have seen a little bit more of Matt Gargan. But whatever, we'll save that for another time. So, well, that's all I got. So, you guys have a good day. And if you saw the movie, I hope you enjoyed it. I did. I'm sure everyone else that was in the theater with me did. So, yeah, you guys have a good one. And until next time.